Bonjour, hello, welcome to MaxMountainWorld. It's me in the mirror. Just doing a little video going back up the mountain. I left about an hour ago up the top and it was snowing pretty heavy, some snow on the road, and I thought I'd do a little video on heading back up in a snowstorm. So let's take off, we'll see what we've got. Hopefully I've got the camera mounted up nicely, not too sure, but only one way to find out. So yeah, so we've got here on the screen rain. We're at 1,000 meters or so, just under 1,000 meters, and there's a few snowy drops, snowy stuff as well coming down. It's kind of sleety. So I had the Jaguar out before I came out. I was going to take it out, but not really a good idea. It's not on winter tires yet, and it's a bit big to try and stop on summer tires in the snow. So I'll head on a little bit up, and we'll see how it goes. When I came down, the snow line, it was actually landing and staying on the ground next to the road, was at about 1,400 meters. So we've got a little bit of climbing to go, although it is a little bit, this rainy, sleety stuff is a little bit more sleety, snowy than it was at this level when I came down. A little bit further on, and we're just coming into sort of cloudiness. It's kind of a mix, and it changes by the second, by the minute, whatever. And I'm already seeing cars coming down. When you're driving, you've got to look out for signals of what's happening. Cars coming down obviously haven't been parked outside because they don't have snow on the roof, but they do have snow on the front, on the number plate, on the lights, on the windscreen, at the sides and stuff. So they've come down from above. I don't know if we'll pass another one. The roads are very, very quiet today. There's another car coming down, so we'll see what it's about. It's got some snow on the side of it, so I think it's been parked outside. Don't know if we'll catch that on cam, but yeah, it's got quite a bit of snow on it. Unfortunately, it was out the side there. So what I'll do here is I'll just pull in and we'll catch this next one coming down, one of the local trucks with a trailer behind, and we'll see what the snow situation is on the front of that. Now, I'm sitting in the Saxo, obviously. I've got winter tyres on, Nokian winter tyres, which are Finnish tyres. They're really, really good. He's got a little bit of snow on his lights, but nothing too much to give away. Here's a car coming down with a lot of snow on it. Yeah. So here I'm at 1,100 meters, another 100 meters higher. So we'll continue on. I've just stopped at the side here, and we've got snow. It's not sleet anymore, it's snow on the windscreen, quite large flakes. We're up at 1,200 meters now, and you can see snow is starting to lie on the grassy bits at the side of the road. Not on the road yet, but I'm on alert for that, because in shaded areas, and something you'll see in a minute, it's likely to happen anywhere. So this is a little bit lower than an hour ago when I came down that it's doing this. So it's moving in, it's getting on in the afternoon. Current time is 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and it's starting to lie on the road a little bit as well. See, the trees are starting to get white. Full white out ahead. Just coming up to 1,300 meters of altitude, and much the same, just a little bit whiter at the sides of the road. I'm going up to 1,800 meters where I live, so a little bit of climbing to go yet. Another 500 meters, about 1,800 feet or so. So purpose for my stop back there was I wanted to activate Waze and see just if anything gets reported on the road further up. still a few kilometres to go. So up here, just careful because it's a bit with trees and you can see a little bit more on the road, so that could start getting slippy. I've got slightly off camera on my left here. I've got my window slightly open because I can hear what the tyres are doing. If I end up on sheet ice, I'll hear the difference before I see it. Black Ice, good album by AC/DC, that one. And yeah, so just taking it easy, and we'll see how it goes further up. And then the next bit, we're on one side of a valley facing south, so there's going to be more and lower at the right hand side after we've done the turnaround to cross over to the other side of the valley. So we're up at 1350, something like that here. Roofs are white in Les-Orres, Chef-Lieu, and 1350 metres. We drop down a little bit and then we start to climb up the other side of the valley. Although in the trees you can see there's bits, not only where the leaves have been dropping off, but it's just little patches of whiteness almost already. And again, grey ahead, you can see just the other side of the mirror stock. As we go up here, we're going to start heading down. It could be something different, but no, it's wetter. So back to the mirror max again. You probably can't see me that well, but I didn't want to shift the camera. I've got it quite nicely mounted up. So okay, so there's the mirror and there's the phone in the way, but you can still see ahead. And coming up to where we take a turn and we head up the right hand side, up the other side of the valley, the north facing side of the valley. Now there's an interesting thing down here which we can have a look at. Needless to say, this van coming ahead of me here, he's got snow on his windscreen in front and top and stuff. With a bridge, the reason why the snow doesn't fall and lie too much here, but with the bridge, the cold air gets underneath, and look at that, white. Always on attention for a little bridge to cross, especially one that's on a corner like that. Already you can see the difference of the snow here. So we'll go a wee bit further up on this. Thanks for watching. That last point where I stopped there is the same altitude as the top of Ben Nevis, the tallest mountain in the UK. Now heading up, we're about 1400 metres here, and there's a lot of people will be driving in these conditions and they're petrified of skidding. They haven't a clue what they're driving on as such. So the thing is, you're not sure, give a little dab of the brakes. Now I've got a bit of a skiddy there, a bit of the ABS cutting in, and give a bit of a boot up in a low gear, just to, that way you know what you're driving on. There's no guesswork. I'm not sitting there gripping the wheel, sitting forward, scared of skidding. No, skid, you know what you're on that way. A little white bit in the trees here. And boot it up. Yeah, spinning up nicely. So that was quite slippy back there. There's probably a little, oh, yeah, there's a little bit of ice underneath. So just coming up to about 1500 metres here. Another 300 metres altitude to go, and we've got it quite slippy. Doesn't look it, but again I can hear the difference out of the window. Window slightly cocked open. Car with a lot of snow on there. So coming up to 1550, which is where the daytime parking is for the resort. And again, yeah, it's okay. But again, if you don't deliberately skid, i.e. wheel spin or a quick dab of the brakes, you don't know what you're on. And that is not good. You must know what you're on. All movements, this is slippy here, very, very smooth. Smooth accelerator movements, smooth braking if need be, very smooth on the steering wheel. You can see the trees ahead probably, they're white. So we're up about 1600 metres is coming up for it. And again, this looks pretty lethal. It's a lot more snow than when I left an hour ago. Yeah. So yeah, bit of wheel spinning there. Sign ahead says what the junction's about. So this is the junction. We go left to go to Les-Orres 1650. We go right to go to Les-Orres 1800. And at the end of this, there's something that I'm sure is going to happen. Absolutely certain. Whoa. Now, freshly fallen snow is one of the most slippy conditions going. And you can already see people have been doing stuff, whether that's purposeful or not. I don't know. There is a chance I might need to get the chains out. It's, yeah, sliding about all over the place here. So taking it easy, just very easily, very gently easing off the gas there. Into the bend, slow movement to the wheel. Oh, everything very gradual, very smooth. And then get a bit of speed up. When you're going down the mountain, you've got to stop on this stuff. I'm just doing the minimum throttle to keep her going. She's trying to wheel spin. Very gentle. I'm going to up a gear, which will help as well with the traction. The auto box helps with the traction as well. So this is getting a bit dicey. And it's a bit of a round bit there, so I can get a bit of a speed up. Get your speed up, get your momentum going on the way up the mountain. It's coming down, you've got to crawl so that you can stop. But I mean, you can stop quick enough going uphill. Just coming up to bend here, I can see that there's been machinery here clearing the snow off the road already, which is good and it's bad. It's good because it means it's not that thick on the road. It's bad because you'll have compacted stuff down on the road itself. This van coming ahead of me, covered in snow a little bit, but he's taking it real easy. So let's get on to some dark coloured stuff for the traction. Nothing else coming down. Whoa. At the moment doing about 30 kph. She doesn't really want to go much faster, but I don't need to. Keeping my wheels in previous tyre marks. And we've got a hairpin bend coming up here, so going as wide as I can, make my arc as wide as I can, keeping in tracks if possible. Keep the momentum going, rotate the car. Slightly on the power just to keep the momentum going up. And one technique here is to allow the car to slow down a little bit, and that way you're putting less power into the front wheels. Someone's had a problem here and they've got stuck and they've reversed down to put their chains on. I don't think I'll need to get chains on. There is a hairpin bend up the top here. People walking down. So again, keeping my tyres into the previous tyre marks. And the machinery's gone and cleared up to the station, but I've got to go up here, take the hairpin to the left. So get some momentum going and we'll approach that bend. Because the bend actually takes quite a little bit of an uphill on itself. This is very, very slippy. Oh, you can probably hear, yeah, quite thick in the road here under the trees. The trees break the wind and the snow falls direct, it doesn't get blown on. So let's see if I can get a bit of a speed up here. Quite good, there's already a set of tyre marks because I can probably use them to come out the bend. I'm not really going fast enough to rotate the car by handbrake. Excuse me. So again, over to the side, make my arc as big as possible. get the car turned, backing off the throttle, allow the car to slow down itself but not stop, and then gently back out, and we've arrived chainless at Les-Orres 1800. Now I'm facing south here, this road faces south. When we go into the village it drops and it faces north, and you'll see a significant difference. Quite a bit, 2-3 inches of snow at the side of the road now. There's a truck that's had to fit his chains. So now running downhill, take it real easy, quick dab of the brakes. Yeah, the ABS cutting in, but the car stopping no problem. Yeah. Okay, let's go get parked up and get a cup of tea. Because it's cold, it's -2 up here. Very gentle movements again, I don't want to go skidding into parked cars or barriers or anything. A little straight bit where it's safe to do so, quickly check what I'm driving on. Very slippy, but the ABS is dealing with it nicely. Okay, that's it. We've arrived in a snowstorm. Thanks for watching again. Just head right into the garage here. So, see if we can get the car rotated quickly. Yeehaw, yeah. Nice bit of handbrake control there. Made it.